Going on to you, Sagittarius. You have the Judgment, you have the Two of Cups, the Star, Queen of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Five of Swords, then you have the Justice, and then you have the Page of Wands. So you're in a situation right now, okay, Sagittarius, where the Judgment, the Judgment, the Two of Cups, the Star card, right, represents you being single, but you really do want to be in a relationship, okay? A lot of you Sagittarius are very much so not interacting with dysfunctional people that you know would just do nothing but create drama for you, right? So this is very much so about the Judgment, and the Two of Cups represents icing relationships that don't work, as I've been saying, right? And the Star card represents you aspiring to be in a functional one, a functional relationship, that is. But it has to make sense, okay? It has to actually make sense. It has to be the two of you really do get along, short and long term, and they're the type of people that you generally like, okay? You want to hang around them longer than 10 minutes at a time. And the Queen of Cups here and the Three of Pentacles, okay? The Queen of Cups, okay? The Queen of Cups is about how you, Sagittarius, you're really in a situation where, and you're not going to compromise on that, okay? You want to be in something real, but you're not going to compromise on it. The Three of Pentacles, you know that you have a lot to offer. You're just taking your time right now to actually make sure that you're striving to be better. You know, there's a saying that says that you're not as good as you think you are. And that's true, you know? And the more egocentric or self-centered a person is the more that statement is probably true. But you, Sagittarius, are striving to be as good as you think you are. And that's great, because it means that you're learning to work on those parts of your life that are deficient, that don't necessarily hold weight in the long run, right? That people wouldn't necessarily find attractive in the long term. You're learning to work on those things and to actually deal with those type of traumas, so you don't have to have those traumas anymore, right? When you meet people, right? When you actually get to know them, they're not just instantly turned off by the fact that they just see instant problems with you, right? You're actually learning to work on those problems, so to where those problems are not problems anymore. Just becomes a part of the past and lessons that you can learn. And the thing is that for you, Sagittarius, the Knight of Wands now represents, but there are going to be some form of challenges. I'm not even going to lie to you. You Sagittarius know that I don't come up here lying to y'all. There are going to be people that you will meet, if you already don't know them, that are going to get in the way of that said progress. And these are going to be people that are going to be attractive, that you're still going to have to get rid of. You're still going to have to stop talking to, because those people ultimately, they're really stepping stones. And what I mean by that is, how serious in life do you really want to be? A lot of the times when we are when we decide that we are going to do something, the way that life will treat us, life will test us in a way to see if we're actually being serious about the things that we say that we really want, long-term goals. And a lot of you Sagittarius, again, even with the whole top row, right? You really want to be in a relationship, a functional one. You really want to be more well-rounded. That's the reason why you cut off a lot of the people that you used to hang out with in the first place, right? You really want to do better for yourself. And you Sagittarius can. A lot of you Sagittarius are. Shout outs to Sinead O'Connor. Sinead O'Connor was a Sagittarius, right? Born December 8th. Shout outs to Sinead O'Connor. RIP. Much love, much appreciation. I told you I don't dislike Sagittarius. Anyway. So a lot of you are working on, like I said, being better off. But the thing is that the way that life will work, it'll test you. And in this case, it's testing you in a way where, are you willing to let go of the people that even look good, that look attractive, that are fine, that are amazing? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up being with the person that can talk a big game, like they're finna rock your world, like they're up to something great? And the Ace of Wands represents, and these people will really give you a run for your money too. Can you get rid of, right, the Five of Swords, can you get rid of those people? Can you see that those people would be a future problem for you, right, instead of a solution? Can you get rid of those people? That's the test, because the Ace of Wands shows those people will talk a big talk, and they will appear at first to have something that they've got going on, okay? But the Five of Swords represents you'll still have to get rid of them, because you're on the chopping block. Look at, can't say that here on YouTube, but look at this, right? How this person is all broken up, right? And that you have to essentially cut ties with them. The Justice is about, because you will see that when you get rid of them, when you stop talking to them, they may decide to hang around your friend group, even if they don't. Just know, right, regardless of whether you see them again or you don't, just know, Pisces, excuse me, yeah, just know, Sagittarius, sorry about that, just did Pisces, that you Sagittarius are well off, better off, because you do not have to deal with this person that would cause problems. So the Page of Wands represents, as a result, you also have to take into consideration that you're on a better path because of it. Because you're not losing anything. When you Sagittarius stop talking to them, guess what? Those same people that are attractive, and I think I've been saying this now, those same people that are attractive, they will be attached to you still. So it's not like you missed anything. They'll still love you. They're going to still want you still. So you just have to understand that, right? Sometimes you get more from not accepting everything, right? You shouldn't accept just any old anything. Okay, so let's clarify the Justice. What do you get, right? What do you get? You have the Lovers, the Death card, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, right? To clarify the Justice. See, self-love, the Lovers and the Death card, self-love is what it is that you needed. That was the missing component, right? Sagittarius, y'all can come up, right? Y'all can grow up acting like you love yourself outwardly, but inside, a lot of you Sagittarius are very upset. I know Sagittarius, a lot of y'all are very upset internally when y'all do not do the healing. A lot of you are sad internally for a lot of different reasons why. Y'all can really take that on. So the self-love is what it is that you needed, right? And that partying, that's part of the reason why Sagittarius is known as the partier, right? Partying wasn't doing you a good. So you realized, right, that you had to actually get some form of self-love, and that's what it is that you did, right? And you realize now that it's the better choice, because you're able, right, the Death card, you're able to let go of the dysfunction that you would once get caught up in, right? Sagittarius, y'all can be people who get caught up in some stuff, because again, a lot of y'all want that love. So you stopped trying to have people just tell you that they love you, and you started loving yourself, but you also started listening to what they had to say, sitting back, letting them show you and tell you that they like you, they love you, or whatever. You realize that it didn't add up. You had to leave them alone, and that's better. That's a better way that you're going about handling your business now, because the Knight of Wands and the Emperor, right? The Knight of Wands and the Emperor speaks to, which is more fire, but underwater, right? Which you can light fires up underneath water. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. But the point is, the Knight of Wands and the Emperor is about you, Sagittarius, right? Understanding that you can't just get along to go along. You have to actually hold those standards, right? The Knight of Wands represents not going along to get along. Wanting what you want. And if the person doesn't have anything that remotely resembles that, and they actually can show you this, then it means that this is a situation for you where this is, how do I say this? Then you're not going to go along with it. Because it's not about going along to get along. You shouldn't agree with every single thing. Okay? Every last thing that a person says and does. You shouldn't agree with it, right? There's sometimes you may agree with the person 100%, but to say you agree with everything they've ever said, every decision they've ever made, you shouldn't agree with it. Not only you're probably not going to, you shouldn't, because then you get offered anything. And a lot of you Sagittarius are done being offered just anything, right? So the Emperor represents now that you actually have better quality laid out standards. Now, right, you can determine, like I said, better off, well off, the people that are valuable versus the ones that are not. So a lot of you Sagittarius are really looking at investing in somebody and the return on that investment. And a lot of you Sagittarius are coming to the realization that not everybody is going to return that investment, right? So let's clarify the Page of Wands now. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Magician, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles, right? So the Queen of Pentacles, to clarify the Page of Wands, the way that those people are still going to be in touch that you don't talk to, that you don't want to talk to, those people are very much so still going to be in touch. You may have got their number, or may have gotten their number, talk to them, but they're going to try to reach back out to you, right? Not a lot of time is going to pass, but they're going to wonder why it is that you haven't hit them up. The question is, why can't they seem to hit you up? That's the question. This idea of how come you're not hitting me up? Why don't you hit me up? Why don't you put in an effort, right? If they wanted to hit you up so bad or hear from you so much. But the Queen of Pentacles is about how they see you as being beautiful. But the Eight of Wands, when they do get around to calling you, you're going to have to, some of you Sagittarius may show them grace and tell them why it is that you don't want anything to do with them. Look, they're not trying hard enough. The Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, you're looking for the real thing. You're not jumping to you're not going to the altar to get married immediately, but you are wanting to build up something special with somebody. And one of those things, one of those factors on how you know that you will be in a relationship, a well-off relationship with somebody, is if the person is willing to reciprocate, right? How you gonna be in a relationship with somebody and the person doesn't reciprocate? They always talking about, how come you haven't hit me up? Why am I always the one that gotta call you? Why don't you? Why is it so hard for you to hit me up? Oh, come on, not like that. Whatever. You got to train people. You got to tell people. Yes, you have to hit the person up. You have to call the person first sometimes. And a lot of you Sagittarius, right? Because a lot of y'all are smart. A lot of you Sagittarius are going to understand how stupid that is, right? You're wasting your time trying to get someone to understand how to have common sense. You know, how to not be a savage. So you're not going to waste your time doing that, because it's a wasted effort. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow. So please smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And also, too, come through and get some readings from me. Go ahead, buy my books. Go ahead and get the clothes that I have at the Teespring store. Go ahead and, you know, find my Instagram. Follow me there. Okay? Show some support so I can most definitely keep the show going. Peace.